All right, at this point, the only reactions or talking I should have for my students is when I ask for it. Some of us can't hear it. Okay, so this is our part 2 for the Algebra I Practice SOL. This is the scary problems. There's approximately, no, there is exactly 15 of them. I may end up skipping 1 or 2 because they are just too silly. That said, we're going to be moving kind of fast. Be prepared to put stuff in Desmos. It should be very obvious. I'll be highlighting some things. I'll be writing some things. So make sure you follow along. All right, so I see this whole thing about Thomas, who I do not care one thing about. Apparently, he's building a house. I still don't care. What I do care about is it's rectangular, and it has a width that is 30 feet longer than its length. Its length, they did not define, okay? I'd also care about this word area. That's pretty important. And apparently that area is 5,400 square feet. That's the information I need for this problem. So I saw some people struggle with this because they got lost and weren't sure how to define things. As soon as I saw area, I know that that's area equals something. Since it's a rectangle, I know that's length times width. That's something we should have had in a previous grade in middle school at some point. And I believe it's actually on the formula sheet. Believe it or not, there is one. Area equals length times width. Now, I'm going to flip this around because I like putting my totals on the right. Since I know this is area, do we have an area? Yes, we do. How many feet is it? 5,400. There's my total right there. I know it's going to be length times width. So watch this. Look at my answers. All right, that's all over the place. Now, one interesting thing here is some of these only have one variable. See that? WW, LL, WL, W. That means something. That means I got to change something. We talked about the width. It is defined. It is 30 feet longer than the length, which is L. So that tells me L is just L because they didn't give us any parameters. They also told me that width is 30 feet longer than L, so that means L plus 30. Anybody see what we did here? I have my length times my width, and when I'm done calculating, it's going to equal 5,400. Do I need to put this in Desmos? No, Desmos doesn't do everything. This is not necessary. All we need to do is match an equation. All right, does my equation have any W's in it? What can I start eliminating? Which one? A, B, C, D, tell me. A, B, C. I see W's here. I see a W here, eliminate. I see a W here, eliminate. That made it real easy, didn't it? Here is the correct answer. My length times my width, which is length plus 30, equals 5,400. Wasn't that easy? Most people picked C, which I thought was interesting because you're expecting to see an L times a W. But the definitions of them didn't make that happen this time, did it? All right, moving on. That was number 4. Make sure you put 4 was B. All right, write that down. All right, number 7. This is just a reading. We don't need Desmos for this, but we're still going to step through it. Which of the following verbal expressions could represent this thing here? So this is a translation problem. Read it from left to right. As soon as I see 1/2 out front, guess what I'm looking for in my answers? 1/2, I see it right there. 1/2, I see it right there. I don't see 1/2 till there, so I'm not going to look at that. I see 1/2 right there. Did I just eliminate something? Yes. Yeah. All right, my next thing is I got that radical. That radical is a square root. 1/2 square root. 1/2 square root. 1/2 square. Does that count? Is a square the same as a square root? No, it is not. Did I just eliminate D? Yes, I did. Very good. So now I'll keep going. The radical, square root of x plus 3. Square root of 3 times a number. Is that what I'm looking for? No. The square, 1/2 the square root of 3 more than a number. 3 more than means add. 3 plus a number. 3 plus x. X plus 3, same thing. Did I just find my answer? Yes, I did, but let's finish it. 3 more than a number. Less the product of 5 minus 3. Less meaning minus, and the product times 5 times y. Easy peasy. People miss this, all right? Moving on, number 8. All right, here we go with lots of words. Words are scary. Does that really mean it's hard? No, let's look for what's important. All right, paving company I don't care about. I do care about this shape of a rectangle. Parking lot, don't care because they don't care here. Length of the parking lot, I saw length can be represented as this in parentheses. The width can be represented as this in parentheses. Which expression represents blah, blah, blah. Look at our answers. Do y'all see our answers? Do you see an actual number that we found, or do we see some expressions? Let's start matching some stuff up. Okay, so again, I forgot to highlight the word area. We're right back to something we've seen recently. A equals L times W. Do we have a value for area? We do not. Okay, but we do have L length and a width. So here it is. Bring it down. 5p minus 7, and my width is 3p plus 4. Now at this point, I could do all kinds of things, but this is where you're going to graph. Graph it. Put it in Desmos. Quick, quick, quick. I'm watching my clock. Matter of fact, let me get my timer on because I need to hear that wonderful Mr. Queen timer. Should be done less than, let's say, 60 seconds.
Want to graph it?
Yes.
So what variables should you guys use if you're going to graph it?
Oh, you're saying too much. Saying too much. Saying too much. Let's let them figure that part out. That's okay. She's not wrong, in case you're listening. Half of you aren't listening anyway.
No.
Oh, thank you, Brady. So you got a name and you got a call out. That'll be $5. $30 seconds. We got an answer yet? I did the hard work. Translated a word problem into something I can use in a calculator. By the way, this will be translated. It's translating right now. All right, does anybody have an answer? Here's my buzzer. Okay, who had their hand up first? Stop. Yes, what's my answer? D. Is she correct? Do you agree?
I agree.
How did you do it? Tell me exactly how you did it. Did you put 5p minus 7 in the calculator? P worked?
I didn't put P.
So instead of p, we substituted an x for all the p's. Is that right? And when you did that, did it start putting lines on your graph?
Yeah.
That's one good way to do it. A one variable, we just simply put an x or a y, in this case an x, because I like x's. If that's how you did it, that was easy to do. The hard thing was just getting the information out of the words and putting it right here. Okay, very good. All right, moving on. That, by the way, that's number 4, 7, and 8. Now we're on number 10. Number 10 was all kind of fun. I can't wait for this one. A lot of people didn't like this one. Now, I will tell you, this is probably the easiest of all. This is number 10. It is. It is still possible. Did we waste any time on this? No. Could we have? Yeah. Did we need to? No, probably not. But I'm glad we get to see it. Do we have a key? Don't maps have keys? What are keys for? Yeah, it tells us what the symbols means, right? In other words, it's telling us kind of what to do. So we see all kinds of things here. We see the light color, we see the dark color. Every single one of these has a value. Big square, rectangle, little square. Dark big square, dark rectangle, dark little square. All those tell me to do this. Look over here with what I got. Y'all see this? All right, so I got a square. What is the value of one big white square? X squared, very good. And how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a 6 right there. All right, what is the value of one dark rectangle? Negative x. And how many of them do we have? Minus 2x. Done. Who knows what to do next? Who knows what to do? Yes, 1 minute. Graph it. Put exactly what you see. And if you get this operation wrong, there's probably a right answer for that. But we want to make sure we set it up correctly by just using the key. Anybody in a middle school math class, maybe, I don't know, y'all play with little blocks and things like that at some point? Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's kind of the same thing. As soon as we start getting answers, raise a hand. 30 seconds. Okay, I see a couple. There's one. Brady, you get this one since you had your hand up first. So you got two, call it. That's $10. Do we need any more time? I see some people still typing. That's fine. As soon as I see a few more hands up, we'll go. 10 seconds. Yes, that means hurry up. For those who are behind, guess what? This is being recorded, so can you watch it on your own? Absolutely. Okay, Brady, what's my answer? Are you asking me or telling me? D, is he right? Somebody told me it was B. Uh-oh, we got some problems here. Who else got an answer for us? What'd you get? B. Who else says it's B? Brady, the majority's they're telling you you're wrong. Not to call you out, but did you graph all of them? Did you double check all your entry because it's going to do what you say? Okay, you need to double and sometimes triple check your inputs. B is the correct answer. Did everybody see a matching graph line or a curve, whatever it was? Okay, so there should be a match. Good job. All right, number 12. I'm going to skip number 12 for right now. Number 12 is mean and evil. It's so scary, I don't even want to deal with it right now. The chances of you seeing that's very low, but for those who want to talk about it, I'll be happy to do that later. All right, 14. Okay, solve the equation for B. This one is also one I'm going to skip. It's mean and evil too. By the way, did y'all notice those are right next to each other on the mean, scary problems? All right, so 16, Jalen. Do we have a Jalen in here? Yeah, I thought we did. So Jalen's going on a trip that we don't care about. His plane ticket costs this much. That's a total. And the hotel will cost this much, but each night, that each part's pretty important. If he wants to spend no more than $1,400, dang, where are you working? How many nights can he stay? This sounds like an equation or an inequality. What you think? Can you work this out without algebra class? Absolutely. Go ahead and do that. Let's see who gets the right answer. Let's take 1 minute. Okay, I'll let you answer first. Let's see what different people want to do. While you're doing that, I'm just going to label things out because of the way I think. Now, Naomi's going to get to talk about it. Who else thinks they have an answer? I see 2 hands. I see 3, 4, 5. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. B. Come on, hurry up. All right. Naomi, what you get? C. Do you all agree with her?
Yeah.
How did you get it, Naomi? What did you put in the calculator? Meaning you did what I did? Did you have to do that? Could you have logicked this out? Now, for me, this is what I would have done anyway. And if you did that, congratulations to you. Anybody else, did you do what I like to call logic it out without algebra? Yeah. So you just do what you do every day. You did some figuring and figured out you can't spend more than that. How many days does that translate into, right? Good for you. C is the right answer. That's number 16. That is C. Moving on. All right, 18. This one took up a lot of paper. They're not happy with us about this. I'm going to have to zoom out. A lot of people seem to be confused on this, but let's make it simple because this is a scary problem that really shouldn't have been scary. All right, now I realize that y'all may not be able to see all of this. All right, this is 18. That's right. Now, I'm going to write this again bigger. It says Alex of Vienna, who I don't care about. Alex graphed this line, y equals 3x plus 1. Now, you can certainly put that in Desmos. All right. Now, what the next part says is the slope of Vienna's line, and by the way, this is Alex, Vienna's line. All it says is that the slope is bigger. Vienna's line had a larger slope. So is 2 bigger than 3? Is 3.3 bigger than 3? So is 3 bigger than 3? No, since the m equals 3 for Alex's line, the m for Vienna needs to be bigger than 3, right? So what can I eliminate just looking at my answers A, B, C, D right now? Why? Yeah, y'all see this one right here? We got a negative right here. Is that a negative 1,000 going to be bigger than 3? Gone, okay? Now, what could I do? What can I do here? I need to know slopes. Do I need Desmos for this? No, but I can put it in Desmos and get a line and see what it looks like, and I kind of eyeball some things. The steeper slopes are going to have the highest value, right? So you can do that, but which one of these looks the steepest? Is it C? Is C the steepest? No, but let's count anyway. Here's a dot, and here's a dot. Up 1 over 1, 2, 3. 3 over 1 is 3. M equals 3. Is that it? Why not? Yeah, it's got to be bigger. That's not bigger. All right, let's look at these two. These two, if you got eagle eyes, maybe you can see it. But let's count anyway. All right, there's an intersection, and there's an intersection. Up 1, 2, 3. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3 over 1. 3 over 1 again? Is that right? That can't be right. Is it 1 over 3? Oh, I did it backwards. My bad. See, there's always mistakes. 3 over 1 is 3. 1 over 3 is 1/3. Very good. Are either one of those bigger than 3? That must mean it's got to be D. But let's double check it anyway. All right, so here is an intersection, and there's the intersection. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 4 over 1 is 4. Is that the bigger one? Done. Was that problem scary? Kind of looked like it, but was it really? That's like me. I kind of look scary, but the truth is I'm a teddy bear. Moving on. That was 18. 18 was D. All right, 22. 22 was fun. All right, so 22. Lots of words, but we'll get through it. A group of children, adults we don't care about, go to a fair. An adult ticket is 12 bucks. A child is 8 bucks. 29 people attended, and they spent that much money. Let A represent adults, C for children. Why do you think they put A for adults? Yeah, first letter. C for children, C with a C, right? Okay, so I need to know all that. Now think about this for a second. Which two equations could be used to determine the value of A and C? Look at our answers real quick. Now, that doesn't mean down here. By the way, make this bigger. Make this a little bit. Okay, so when I say that, don't look here necessarily. Do y'all see these combinations of Roman numerals? This is another poor design. I hate these type of questions. But it's telling me what my combinations are, all right? Now, one other thing I know is I'm always thinking about totals. Do y'all see some totals in here? I see some totals. What makes sense? 29 people, $296. The only way I want to get a total is if I add up people, right? If I add up the price of a ticket, am I going to get a total for people, the number of people, or the value of the money, the tickets? People's people, right? Children. Children plus adults equals 29 people. Does that make sense? Y'all got to tell me yes or no. I can spend a long time on this or I can move quickly. Yes. Does that make sense? Yes. Children plus adults equals total people. Now, I'm going to stop right there and start eliminating. C plus A equals 29. Do we see something like that in here? 2, Roman numeral 2, so A plus C equals 296. That's dollars. That's invalid. A plus 6 equals 29. Same thing, but backwards. That is valid. Let's start looking at our actual answer choices. Where do I see the V of 5 at down here? What letters? I see it here, and I see it here and here. Is it on B? Can we eliminate B? Yes. On the power of that alone, B is gone. Now, my other total is money. Does it make sense to add up the total number of people only to get money? No, but it does make sense to add up money. We got ticket cost up here, right? So something plus something is going to equal that. The difference in these ticket prices are based on whether they're adults or children. But something's missing, the actual dollar amounts. We don't know how many tickets it is, but we do know how much a ticket costs. How much is a ticket for an adult? 12 bucks. Goes right there. $12 per adult ticket. So that must mean, what do I go here? $8 per child. So 12 per adult plus 8 per child should add up to this, because that's how much they spent. Now, looking for this, do we see 12A plus 8C equals 296 up here in these boxes? Yes. Where is it? 1, 2, where is it? 12A and 8C, is it this one? IB, what number is that, by the way, for Roman numerals? 4. Now, based on what I highlighted already, what's the answer? A, very good. That is one way, that's my preferred way, but it doesn't have to be yours. Does that help? Yes. Eliminate, 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 eliminate. That's number 22. The answer was A. All right, let's go with 24. 24 is a little more challenging, and I would say it probably scared some people, but it's not that bad. You got to think about what one specific term here means. 24, lots of words I don't care about, except for I care about this linear relationship. I care about weight of candy purchased and cost of candy. And then, of course, we have these two sets right here. And then also look at our answers. What do they all have in common? Look at the answers. What do they look like? They do. They're all solved for the same variable. Now think about what we highlighted up here. Linear relationship, linear equation. Look at these again. What do they look very similar to? Think about some form, something it kind of sort of looks like. What if this was a y, and this was an x, and this was an m, and this was a b? Do they kind of resemble slope-intercept form? Ta-da! Do they kind of resemble that? They do. Okay, so let's use that. Now, this is just the way I think. You don't have to do it this way. All right, since y is in the c spot, that to me says c is y. When I see w in the x spot, that means my w is probably going to be my x. So y equals mx plus b. Let me rewrite this. C equals mw plus b. We don't have something for b yet. Now, do y'all see what we did here? Now, think about what's going on. M, down here I got two possibilities. I got 2 and I got 1/2. Think about that for a second. That's slope, isn't it? If I were to take these two things and make them look like this, those are coordinate points, aren't they? 1 minute, somebody find slope for me. You got two possibilities, because look at your answers. Don't get tired. You tired? I'm not tired. Brady, you tired?
No.
Look at all these people tired. Tell them not to be tired.
Stop being tired.
That just magically just gave me so much energy. Thank you so much. That was greatly appreciated.
Who found slope?
I did.
All right. Once I see a few more hands coming up, we got 20 seconds. I want to give other people a chance. Brady's not going to monopolize the whole video. Aiden, did you get it? Now, do you have to use the slope formula? Could you plot these points on the graph and count rise over run? Yeah. I'm curious what people are doing. Could I do both of those and get the same answer? Absolutely. All right, 3 seconds. 2, 1. All right. Somebody besides Brady. Who's got slope for me? Nobody? I'm going to give you one more minute. Go. Find slope. I told you exactly what to do. You got 2 sets of data here. 2 pounds at $5, 6 pounds at $7. Find slope. It's going to be deja vu in one more minute if nobody could tell me about Brady. I'm going to wait till somebody gets it. 30 seconds. In the back, Will, just so you know, I'm asking you. In Will's eyes, I see playing Snake or something. Now, I'm going to validate it off of both of y'all. We're going to compare. Hurry, hurry, hurry. 10 seconds. Will, you got it yet? All right, what's my slope, Will? What? I can't hear you, bud. B, that's my slope. Okay, I want the slope. B, I want to hear slope. Is it 1/2 or 2?
1/2.
All right, so is it 1/2?
1/2.
Okay, so my M is 1/2. Very good. Now, I need my B, because I got 2 of these that I have now eliminated. Both of these have the same. I need my B. What should I do? There's a couple of ways to go about it, but who remembers point, slope, formula?
I do.
Will that find the B for me? Yes, it will. Who's got the B? Not just yelling it out. Somebody that actually did this. Did you do something else? What did you do? Could you graph this and make sure it hits both your data points?
Yeah.
Did you do that, or are you just shaking your
I
head?
do that.
Okay. Yes, you could, and you can play with it because we have 2 choices. Either it's -1/2 or +4. One of those is going to go through both of our data points, isn't it? Yes. Or you can do slope-intercept form like you were taught in class. So what is the answer?
B.
B is right. All right, moving on. That wasn't so bad, was it? All right, that was number 24. 24. All righty. Okay, the next one that's scary is 32. All right, get to it. The main thing you need to understand is we're looking for a root of 2. Somebody give me 3 other words for root. What's 3 other words for root? That one's real important. What else? Yep. What else? Whichever one floats your boat. I'm a big fan of x-intercepts because that one actually describes it. Let's find it. By the way, look at your answers. There's probably more than one of these that has a root. Get to it. Get to it. Can I eliminate anything? You may not know the answer yet, but find out. Tell me. Hurry, hurry, hurry. This one shouldn't take more than 2 minutes. By the way, f of x is just another way of saying what? Y equals. Can I type in fx and everything to the right? Yes. Can I type y equals? It'd be the same thing? Absolutely. Whichever one you want. Doesn't matter. Hurry, hurry, hurry. And double check your entries, Kennedy. Yeah, that's what I hear. For the record, certain students are not participating.
Call them out.
I did just now. Now, if you want to call them out for not participating, go ahead.
Simon Blaze. You need to participate more.
By the way, have I found any Roman numerals that do not have a root of 2? What can I eliminate? Tell me, tell me. Which one? 3? This one? Eliminate it. Can I eliminate anything else? Tell me, tell me. With all this brain power and typing, we should have this done. What about 2? Does 2 have a root of 2? Hang on, I'm eliminating first. You might be right. Can I eliminate Roman numeral 2? Yes, yes, I can. So that means Roman numeral 1, 4, and 5. Do all those have roots of 2? Okay, so if that's true, based on the 2 and 3 I eliminated, there's 3. That one's gone. 2 and 3, 2 and 3, both, that's gone. That leaves me with B and D. So which one is it? D? Does Roman numeral 1 have a root of 2? That's our answer. Very good. Was that hard? How come so many of y'all missed it? Must have been scary and intimidated you. Kennedy, this one's for you. Now, Kennedy noticed something about this one right off the bat. What did you notice, Kennedy? That's true, but there was something weird about it. What was weird about it? Oh, okay, fair enough, but I'm trying to think about this right here. Okay, what's weird about that? Does it change anything? What does it say? I don't know. Distance from Richmond. All right, so let's read through this real quick. Juan's family, who I don't care about, New York City to Richmond. The graph relates, too many people talking in my video. The graph relates distance in miles from Richmond, which is Y, and travel time in X. What is the best interpretation? So real quick, this X-axis, is that miles per hour or just time? It's just hours. So the Y-axis, is that miles per hour or just miles? Look at it. Miles, very good. So we got miles and hours. Now, if I pick data points up here, that would be miles per hours, but that's not the question. What is the best interpretation? Look at your answers. Okay, so Kennedy, what did you do? Look at our answers. What can I eliminate? All right, what letter is that? C. All right, so C, the rate at which you drive, no, that would be a data point. Okay, now look. You can also eliminate D. Why? It says New York. That's telling us how far we are from New York City. Right, we might be in the middle somewhere, right? Good, eliminate. All right, we're down to 2. It's real important that I didn't highlight it, the y-intercept, right here. And then honestly, I think it's the number of hours. How many hours have we driven at this point? 0. Have we gone anywhere? So what is it actually telling us from that data point? Is it telling us the distance from New York City to Richmond? Or is it telling us the number of hours it takes to drive to New York? Does it take 0 hours? No, it does not. So that one's eliminated. It's got to be B. Okay? So if you get stuck in the words eliminate, what makes sense? Good to go. That's 39. That's B. Okay, 43 scared a lot of people. A lot of people missed this. There's some concepts we need to go over real quick. I'm going to try to do it fast. Okay, so there's a lot of words I don't care about in here. All right. You know what's most helpful? This and this, this and this. And then look at my answers. Direct, direct, inverse, inverse. That's all I need to know. Now, we could talk about K's and constants and everything else, but what I am going to ask you about that's real important is direction. When it comes to direction, direct, both are going this way or they're both going this way. Inverse, inverse, one going this way, one going that way. Are we with me? Knowing these concepts, we can 50-50 this right now. Okay, so let's read the data. 4 grams added, increase. Spring stretches, increase. Is that the same direction? Yeah. Yes. 6 grams added, spring stretches, same direction? Yes. Both of these are the same direction. Is this an inverse or direct? Direct. Yes. We just eliminated this and this. Okay? Stay with me now. Look at what it says here. All right? A direct variation between W and S because S equals 3W. Between W and S because WS equals 48. We don't see any X's and Y's and K's in there, do we? Okay, but let's convert this for a second. Look what they gave us. 4 and 12, 6 and 18. Is it safe to assume that this is probably going to be, let me put it over here, 4 and 12 and 6 and 18. Don't those kind of look like maybe data points? Yeah, and aren't those data points kind of X's and Y's? Can y'all see that okay? X and Y's. And if I do some math without knowing anything else, if I got to do the same thing, 4 times 12 is what? 48. 6 times 18 is not 48. That doesn't work. All right, so what about the other way? 12 divided by 4 is 3. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Oh, that's the same. That must mean they're constant, which is a k. Interesting, interesting. Do we see 3 down here in A and B? Do we see 3 down here in A or B? Yes. Do we see 48?
Yes.
Yes. Did 48 work for us for both? Eliminated. It's got to be this. Did that make sense? Did I have to know everything about variation? No, but I did need to know something about direction. That's how I looked at it. 43 was A. All right, moving on. All right. Last two that are scary. Scary, scary, scary. And I love these. I'm going to tell you we're fixing to run out of time, but these are extremely easy. Watch what I do. I'm going to tell you, for those who are paying attention, start making tables on Desmos. Student, blah, 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 don't care. All right, I got this table. All this is a bunch of X and Y values. Look what it says. Using a curve of best fit, predict the number of beans when placed on a circle with a radius of 10. Did they just give me an X or a Y? Yeah, create another data point on the table, and it's going to be 10. Start plotting these things. And we don't know what the Y is. Put that on the table and chart it. And look, all these things are your possible Y values. Which one's going to follow the curve? 2 minutes. No, 1 minute. Go, go, go. Remember, it says curve. And it should be pretty clear how it follows along. There's going to be 2 that are close, but 1 is obvious. As soon as you start telling me what I can definitely eliminate, somebody raise their hand and tell me. I know I can eliminate stuff. Somebody said A. Does somebody agree with you? I agree with you.
Somebody else said D.
All right, somebody said D. You agree with that? I agree too. 50-50. I'm not sure. What is your guess? B meaning eliminate, or B is the answer? Look at it carefully. Let's get a consensus here. We are down to B and C. Which one best fits the curve? Everybody that says C, raise your hand. I see 4 or 5. How many people think it's B? I'm going to tell you it's very, very close. But the best answer is C.
I knew it.
For 4, and we can prove it mathematically, but we don't have time. 47 is C. Last one, y'all ready? Here we go, here we go. 49, Roxy, don't care. Collecting blah, 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 blah. Look at this table we got. All right, so we got another table. All right, using the line, it says line, not curve. Line of best fit for the data, best estimate the number sold for X and Y. All right, oh, sorry, for people. This is just another X and Y situation. I need another data point. It told me 26 people. Is that an X or a Y? Yes, same exact thing. Find what Y is. As soon as you can eliminate, somebody tell me. Already? Whoa, whoa, who said A? Who said A? Am I eliminating A? I thought I heard somebody say A.
I said A.
Are you telling me we should eliminate A?
Yeah.
Does somebody agree with him?
Why won't y'all agree?
Make sure you get all those on there. We're looking for a line, a best fit.
Definitely not like that.
Get all your data points on there. Best fit going through the center, the most. You think so? Who else says D is eliminated? I see Will. Will chimes in. I listen. Oh, okay. We got 4 people saying D. 5. Good. D is eliminated. What else? Let's go with C first. Who wants to eliminate C? I see 1 person saying C. Just 1? 2? For everybody that's not paying attention to this, I feel bad for you. C? C, I agree with you. All right, we're down to A and B. A and B. Which one is it going to be? Meaning the answer is A or you're eliminating A? It's probably very close. Who agrees with her? If you think eliminate A, raise your hand. That's how many people are actually doing this. I think we lost you. A is eliminated. B is the correct answer. All right, listen. Number 49, the answer was B. Can I prove this mathematically? Yes, I can. Do I have time? Do you? Later, you probably do. So we skipped two problems, which we agree are kind of extraordinarily scary, evil, and at the same time, we don't think we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and stop. Thank you for attending.
Hold on to those sheets, guys. Hold on to those sheets because you need those answers.
Yes, hold on to your sheets because you need to fill in and submit your test, which you can do now. By the way, quick, hey, listen. Hang on. Can we submit our practice SOL now? Once you fill in your answers, and by the way, there's two bonus points for whoever figures out the two evil ones. And you'll have to explain it to the class. Thank you for coming. Stop recording and